Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. My name is Lily. For today's video, I wanted to talk about a new bag I received today. Yes, I just received it today and I wanted to share it with you all just because I'm really excited about it. And you could probably tell from the title of this video what it's going to be, but I have not had a single Christian Dior bag in my collection, and so this is definitely one of my first, and I'm really excited about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so I just wanted to give a really quick precursor in terms of why I got this bag. So if you have seen my video 2 videos ago about my Just Include bracelet, where I talked about, you know, the pros and cons of it and how it had sort of warped basically from just one incident cleaning the cat. As I was saying in that video, they had a really lovely policy where they basically replaced my Just Include bracelet completely free with a brand new one because they just, you know, decided to replace it instead of repair it. And so because of that, I was very thrilled, of course, and then I took it right back home and I wore it. And literally within the first couple of days, it did this thing where if you're familiar with the Just Include bracelet, the small version where it's flexible, you can kind of basically bend it to put it on and, you know, kind of take it off. I'm sorry, I don't have it with me right now, and I'll explain a little bit why. It's so easy for the bracelet to sort of like get out of its normal shape. And so when the nail head goes onto the other side of the bracelet, and I'm sorry, this is such a terrible job of explaining it, but basically here, let me use my ring as an example. Just imagine this is a bracelet, right? The Just Include small bracelet. This is the natural orientation, but sometimes if you're really active, what happens is that this part goes onto the other side of, you know, the bracelet. And so that happened to me twice without me even realizing it. And I don't think that I was extremely active that day, but it would just happen so much that, you know, literally within the first week. And I was just thinking, I don't think this is a sustainable bracelet in terms of my lifestyle. It's probably for someone who is, you know, maybe more careful than myself, and or maybe not as active as myself in terms of like cleaning the house. I'm always cleaning and I'm always doing something around the house or doing something outside, that I'm definitely a little rough with my jewelry. So I did a lot of thinking and I was like, you know, I have this beautiful Just Include ring here and it's enough to commemorate the reason I got this in the first place. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go and resell that bracelet because it's just not the right fit for my lifestyle. And so what I did was I did resell it. So unfortunately, it is no longer in my collection, but I do still have this beautiful ring and I love this ring and I'm just definitely going to keep it. But yeah, this ring I have no issues with this, even though I'm like rough with my hands all the time. It just has been perfect and looks great. And so because I don't have that bracelet and I had funds from that bracelet, I decided that, you know what, I'm going to get a bag. Initially, I was actually thinking about getting the VCA onyx necklace because I think it's just gorgeous and I definitely want it, but I'm not at a point where I have something to necessarily celebrate about yet. I think that to me, jewelry is something that holds a lot of, I don't want to say I hold more appreciation for it, but I think that for every piece that I have, I'm starting to notice that when there is a story associated with it, or if there's a milestone or a, you know, big accomplishment, there's a reason behind every jewelry piece. It gives it so much more meaning and it makes me, you know, kind of rein myself in a little bit also to not spend. I want to be a lot more cognizant of that. And so I want to wait until at least I get into nursing school for me to purchase a VCA necklace to commemorate that accomplishment. So I'm holding off on that. So with all of that being said, that's why I got this bag, because I had the funds and I wasn't dipping into, you know, other funds to basically purchase this. It was just sort of like a trade-in, if you must, you know, the girl logic here. But yeah, I got the Christian Dior Diorama. I have seen this bag on folks a couple years ago. I thought it was nice. It didn't really strike me as anything super special or trendy or classic or anything at that time. But I also do think that as we age, as we go through different phases in our life, our taste for things, they do change. The things that we like forever, well, that's just incredible. But I really liked this style. So I realized that, let me just explain a little bit before we get into the details here, but today we're going to talk about my first impressions on this and what can fit in this bag. So I got this bag because I didn't really have really any nice black bag besides my Coach Cassie and my Chanel 19 to really like I didn't have anything in between, if you know what I'm trying to say. So I wanted a bag that was in between, not something that was like a Chanel, but also not something that was like a Coach. Not saying either of them are worse or bad for, you know, any occasion. I think they're both beautiful bags, but I really wanted something that was kind of mid-tier. And I was looking online and I came across Dior, and I saw this, and you know, it's unfortunate that this model, the Diorama, is unfortunately no longer being sold by Dior. And the only way to get this is on the pre-loved market, which I have obviously got this bag on a pre-loved market. I've been leaning a lot towards pre-loved market lately, whether it's Fashionphile, The Real, eBay, Poshmark. I think that, you know, my favorite so far has still been Fashionphile, because I think that the condition they listed on their website and the authenticity, the guarantee, the fact that you can have it shipped to you, look at it, if you don't like, you could always return it free. You know, there's like there's no sort of like loss there. But of course, with other websites like eBay, Poshmark, you really kind of have to do your own due diligence as well, in addition to knowing whether it's a reputable seller, and also if eBay goes through the authentication process. So I will say though that Fashionphile prices have been great. I think that eBay is probably better sometimes in terms of pricing, which is why I actually got this bag off eBay. This is the medium Diorama in calfskin, pebbled calfskin, I believe, and it's in the black color. And it has a silver hardware. So now for those of you who probably know me, you realize that I'm definitely more of a gold hardware gal, but I do appreciate silver as well. I just don't really gravitate towards it as much. You know, this bag came on eBay and I thought it's a beautiful bag. Silver definitely leans a bit more casual from my perspective, but I think that I could still work with this. And I think the price was just so good because I looked everywhere. I looked on Fashionphile, like I said, The Real. I looked on Rebag. I looked on eBay, Poshmark, Vestiaire Collective, and this was like the best price I could find for the type of bag that I want, the condition that I wanted it, the color that I wanted it, and the size that I wanted it, right? So this, I will say, I got it for $11.99, so $1,200 USD on eBay from a Japanese reseller, 100% rating, and thousands and thousands of reviews. So I do trust it. And when I first received it, you definitely know it's authentic, and it just smells so beautiful. The leather smells so beautiful. It's like this beautiful, beautiful bag. I don't think this is a vintage piece. I think it's from like 2015 or 2016 or something like that. I don't recall exactly, but it's definitely a pre-loved, pre-owned bag, and it was advertised as in excellent condition. And when I received it today, I inspected it and it was definitely in excellent condition. Absolutely no like frays. There are no like edge wear. That was one of the things I noticed when I was looking online, that a lot of these pre-loved ones had edge wear, and the ones that didn't, like on Fashionphile, it was like $2,000, and I was like, I don't know if I want to spend that much on like a vintage, or not vintage, but like a pre-loved piece for the Diorama. So I found this on eBay and I was like ecstatic, and the shipping, literally, I purchased it and it came in 3 business days. So I was really, really happy about that. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'm going to insert some mod shots also so you can kind of see for reference how it hits on me. I am 5'4" and about 121 pounds, and I do have a longer torso, so keep that in mind. But yeah, this is definitely very soft. It's not super soft leather, but it's definitely been loved. You know, you can feel it. It's definitely not a brand new bag, but it's just in such immaculate condition. I'm super happy. The only thing I will say though is that probably because of the way it was stored, but essentially this is kind of indented like that. So I'm thinking about getting a bag insert for it so that it could hold a more rectangular shape or a more boxy shape like that. So notice how there's a bit of like a divot there going in, right? So otherwise it's beautiful. So going really quickly into the bag itself, obviously silver hardware. This is the front. There are no pockets in the back of this bag, and it just has this, you know, beautiful patterning on it. What I like about this bag a lot is that as I've gotten older, I really appreciate bags that are very low key. You can't really tell what it is, and I feel like not a lot of people wear this bag. At least I myself haven't seen it around, obviously first because it's no longer being produced, but you know, you really have to be a bag lover to kind of know, oh, you know, who is the producer of this bag, you know, so you wouldn't really necessarily know this is a Dior bag. It doesn't have the Dior logo everywhere. It's just the front clasp and the shape and the pattern that can really make you tell that is. So I really like that it's like an understatement and it's not loud in your face, and that I could maybe wear this, you know, for travel or for going out or for anything, and it's not screaming in your face, but it's a nice, elegant black bag, right? They do have this in gold hardware. If there was an option for gold hardware at this price, I definitely would have gravitated towards the gold hardware, but there wasn't. So you know what, it's fine. I'm okay with the silver hardware too. But essentially how you open this bag is, obviously there's only one clasp in the front and it is magnetic. So what you do is you literally just push it like this. Oops. You push it like that and then it just opens. And I love, and another thing as I've gotten older is that I love bags that are so easy to open and close. I don't like fussy bags these days. So I love that, you know, you just kind of push it open and then it opens up, and then you just like do that and it closes, snaps right in place, so easy. And it's a pretty substantial magnetic lock. So I like that. It's not going to be super easy to open. And when you open it, the interior here, as well as the bag, there's no pocket here. It's just all the same material, this beautiful, beautiful leather. And then you'll notice immediately that there is a back pocket in here, and I believe it's like suede in here. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I love it. And then there's obviously the little zipper. And then it just says Christian Dior Paris here. And then the inside is, it's either suede or microfiber. I'm actually not quite sure. But basically, it's just this one big gigantic hole. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to push it out. So there's no feet on the bottom, as you can see very quickly. And then it's just one big compartment. These do come in multiple different sizes. They have a wallet on chain style. I was actually debating between the wallet on chain versus the small versus the medium. Definitely not the large. Large is super big. I wanted something that was smaller, and then I just thought, you know what, the medium could do fairly well. And I think that, yeah, I'm just so ecstatic about this. And this really reminds me a little bit of the Chanel boy bag. I do have the Chanel boy bag. I've only worn it once because it's very decked out. There's so many sequins on it. And my mom actually got that as a gift for me when we went to Paris, our first time together. And I, being young and naive, didn't really think it through and thought, hey, that shiny, glittery bag is so awesome. So I got that, but I didn't think about the fact that I probably don't have too many occasions to wear that to. So it's currently in the closet. I'm never going to get rid of it, obviously, because of sentimental value. But this really reminds me of the boy bag, but not at the extravagant price of the boy bag at like, what, $5,000 now or something. But yeah, it's just lovely. I love it so much. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you what can fit in this bag. Let me just open it. I just got a few items here. So you can just kind of have an idea of this. What I have here is a full-size wallet from Louis Vuitton. Now this fits in here perfectly, so you can see. So yeah, this is a pretty spacious bag. If you have a lot of things in that you want to put in here, it'll definitely fit. So this is a full-size wallet. And then if you decide you want to bring one of these little pocket agendas, this is the smallest one, I believe. There you go. I'm going to say I want to bring my keys. So I'm just going to drop that on the side here. And I think that's probably the most that, you know, we could fit for this sort of arrangement. Not that this is something that I would normally carry, but I just wanted to give you an idea of like the capacity of this bag. So let's go ahead and see if this can actually close. It's a little Lululemon tassels, a little bit annoying, but okay, there we go. Closes beautifully. And because there's stuff in there now, it actually is starting to form its shape. It's a little wrinkly and bent here on the sides, but you know what? It's okay. It's just calfskin, so I think we could work that out. But yeah, it's just so pretty. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love it. Yeah, so that's what's in there, but let me tell you realistically what I would actually put in here. I normally don't carry these big wallets, and this is actually a little wallet on chain. I don't really use this. I really should also. I'm thinking about getting one of those longer wallets and wearing it crossbody. I think that would be super cute. But yeah, let's go ahead. So I have been using my belt bag. This is actually, I'll try not to like, you know, go on a tangent here, but this is a new belt bag I got from Everlane. I sold one of these similar, and then I got another one because I missed it. So yeah, this is the one I got, and that's what I'm using right now. But basically, my wallet that I've been using for the past probably, I don't know, 5 months now, has been this Lululemon one. So it's a compact little one, and it fits in here well. I also like to bring this little card case. That's the Lululemon one also. I put like receipts and gift cards in there. And then a portable battery charger. We're gonna stick that in here also. I always keep like one of these little baize pouches, just to hold all my, like, you know, essentials and whatnot. So I'm gonna stick that in here, and it fits very well. See how spacious this bag is? And then I'm gonna put my napkins in here. Not napkins, but my little tissue pack. AirPods. A pen. Hand sanitizer is a must these days. And I think let's just throw the keys on top. And I'm filming with my phone, so I won't be able to show you all that. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Can we close this? Yes, we can. And it doesn't bulge. It is so lovely. Look at that. When it's packed, you know, pretty much to the brim, it's able to kind of hold its shape here. So I love that. And it's just so pretty. I'm so in love with this. I was actually debating between the metallic microcanage, is it called microcanage? I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it correctly, version of it. But then I was like, well, let's just get a black, just because it's simple, it's elegant, it's a lot easier to match. So pretty happy with this decision. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to share today. The other thing I wanted to mention really quickly about this bag is the chain, in case you were interested in this. Oh, and sorry, one thing I forgot to mention, there's actually a front pocket here also. Sorry, I didn't mention that. There's a front pocket here, so you could also slip something in here as well. But what I wanted to talk about real quickly before we end this video is the chain. So I didn't show you the chain earlier, but this is what the chain looks like. And I'm actually not quite sure what this chain is made out of, but it does have the little CD logo on some of them, if you can see right there. Not all of them, but some of them. And you'll notice that there are openings on some pieces of this chain, right? So it's hollowed out. And so what I thought was also very interesting, unique when I was, you know, reading up about this bag is that this bag is actually not super heavy, and one of the reasons is because of the chain. Because the chain is not fully solid for all of them. There are pieces that are solid, for example, like this one, but then a lot of them are like not solid. And so that helps with the weight distribution. But it's still a very high quality chain, for sure. But it's just not as heavy as traditional chains. So that was one thing I found interesting, but I also appreciated. So especially, you know, you don't want to be carrying around heavy things. And I myself, I like to carry light bags these days. So I'm just really happy with this one. But I was also thinking that, you know, because I really like the Chanel boy bag. And this was one of the reasons I got it, because first, this is like, you know, not as recognizable. And second, obviously the price point, and it's just, you know, it's just beautiful. So I was thinking maybe I could do one review in like a near future video regarding a comparison between my boy bag, which was the old medium, versus the medium size of this Diorama. Yeah, I'm really happy. I think that, sorry, I keep forgetting. One other thing I forgot to mention in terms of the adjustable strap, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe 5? Yeah, 5 settings for the strap. It's currently on the shortest length, which actually fits me perfectly. So I think that if you're a taller gal, this would be no problem either. And what's lovely about it is the fact that you could wear it as, you know, obviously a shoulder bag, as I've been showing you, or a crossbody bag, which fits perfectly, or even just a single shoulder bag like this. For me, most likely, I'll wear it as a double shoulder bag or a crossbody. I really, really like that versatility of this bag. Super excited to use this bag. I think it does lean a little bit more towards maybe formal wear, but I think you could also get away with casual streetwear, or just because the fact that this is like a silver hardware, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna wear this. But yeah, I'm really, really happy that I got this, and I got it for a really good price. So if you're interested in this bag, definitely look on, you know, pre-loved markets. Make sure you do your due diligence in terms of making sure that the bag is authentic, and so many different variations and colors and materials for this bag. So yeah, if you actually have this bag, let me know how you're liking it. I know that when it came out before, it was about $3,000 something. They were pretty expensive actually. So I'm quite happy to have gotten it for this price. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all so much for dropping by as always. If you didn't know, I'm doing a giveaway. I mentioned that in my last video. So take a look at the video. If you're interested in the Lululemon giveaway, follow the instructions for that giveaway. Thank you so much for stopping by. And as always, please stay healthy, happy, and safe. And I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.